This is not financial advice. Here are the top 5 stocks that are under $20 that you could run the wheel strategy on. These 5 stocks are cheap and can help you learn the wheel strategy and very easy to get into. So make sure that you grab your pen, paper, your notepad so that you can jot down each of these 5 stocks. But before we dive into it, dreamers, I gotta thank you guys. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys got me over 5,000 subscribers, which is insane. Man, listen, I would not be here without you guys. That is amazing. You guys got me to over 5,000 subscribers in the month of February. I've been on this channel for a while, and if I could get to, let's say, 200, and right now I'm growing to around like 200 subscribers a month. If I could get 200 subscribers for the next 10 months, because we're through February, an extra 2,000 subscribers. So if I could get to 7,000 subscribers by the end of the year, man, you guys will completely be a part of the best community that is out there. And I'm going to continue to grow this channel. And to show you guys my appreciation for helping me get to 5,000 subscribers, I am now running a 60% off sale on the Dream Team. In the Dream Team, I teach you how to run the wheel strategy. I teach you how to do, I got modules in there that's going to show you how to do cover calls, cash secure puts, bull credit spreads, put credit spreads, leap options, poor man cover calls, roll your options down and out, rolling your options down and in. Guys, if you ever wanted to learn the wheel strategy, I'm never going to do 60% off ever again. Well, it may be until I get to like 7,000 subscribers, but I'm never going to do 60% off ever again. So yeah, 60% off is going to be something that is very rare. You'll have access to all my courses. Every time I buy and sell a stock, 3 pro day traders in there that post option trades like this, and also my leap options where I post leaps like this. You'll learn the wheel strategy, and most importantly, you'll be part of the Zoom calls that we hold every single Sunday. Zoom calls where I teach you guys the plays that's coming up for the week, and I teach you guys how to use the wheel strategy and find other stocks to do the wheel strategy on. So if you guys ever, I'm thanking you guys for subscribing to the channel. So if you guys do want to join the Patreon, that link is going to be down in the pinned comment section and also inside of the description. But enough talking, let me show you guys. I'm showing you everything in this video, so make sure that you're paying attention because I'm about to show you how to get the loot. So comment in the comment section, give me the loot. Give me the loot, and I'm about to show you guys how to get the loot. So first thing first, we're going to come over to TradingView.com. TradingView is completely free to sign up. Now here we go. We're going to be looking at the 1-day chart because a lot of you guys are hard-working people and you don't have time to be looking at the stock market every single second of the day. You don't. I'm about to show you how you could grow your account by 10, 15, 20% in a year if you guys just really lock in and pay attention. So, but first you got to learn, and these stocks are amazing to learn the wheel strategy on. So we're going to come back over here. I'm going to show you guys how I find these cheap stocks and then which ones are the best at the moment that at least that I've been running the wheel strategy on. So you're going to come over here to, so now that we're on TradingView.com, we're on the 1-day chart. We're going to hit this. You guys can't see it. Oh yeah, you're going to hit this scanner button right here. That's the one I hit. My head was in the way, but you're going to hit that scanner button right there. And then you're going to come up to the price right here. So we're going to go to price, and then we're going to type in manual setup. All right, we're gonna click that, and then we're gonna look at either equal to or below or equal to, and then we're gonna type in $20, right? And then the next thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna type in, I already got it pulled up, but we're gonna hit plus, and then we're gonna type in RSI, the red district index. And once you click that, we're gonna be looking at the 1-day chart. We're gonna be looking at the 1-day chart. You guys can look at the 1-hour chart, the 4-hour chart, whatever chart that you want to look at. Before this video, we're gonna be looking at the 1-day chart. All right, I already have mine pulled up, so I'm going to go to the RSI. So we're going to be looking at stocks that's 40 and below, which is slightly oversold. So we're going to click that one, and then I like to sort mines by market cap. So let's scroll down, and the very first one I'm going to show you guys is Unity, because the further you go down this list, the more riskier it's going to be, because larger market cap companies don't move as much, and it's a lot less riskier than smaller market cap companies. But the first one that we're going to look at in this video, which is one that I've been running the wheel strategy on, kind of sort of, is we're going to be looking at Unity, which is at $10.50. So let's get this out the way. So now that we're looking at Unity, you guys can see that we're on the 1-day chart, and Unity is at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, or near the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, and it's oversold on the RSI or below 40. So we're going to go to AvePoint, AVPT, and pretty much they're like a software company that sells software to other companies. You guys can read it down here. They develop and sell suites of software solutions to other companies, right? So I've been in on AvePoint for a while. You guys can see that I got in 100 shares all the way at the bottom at $6.40. And then I end up selling 100 shares at $19.44. And then I sold the rest of 50 more shares at $12.22. So fortunately, I was able to kind of almost sell at the top. And I kind of sold as it started to fall below my trailing stop loss. And now that AvePoint is back to $10.50, I'm kind of ready to get back in. But I'm not willing to pay $10.50. But I am willing to get back in because I did sell 100 shares all the way up at $19. So what I would do, I would hit trade options, and then I will go out a month, right? I'm not wasting my time looking at the stock market every single second of the day. I'm gonna spend 1 hour on Sunday looking at the charts. I'm gonna go out a month. I'm gonna be selling at cash secure puts, saying that I want to get back in on AvePoint at any price below $19. Remember, I sold at $19. So right now I see it at a pretty decent price. It's slightly oversold when we just looked at it on TradingView. And let's just say that it's a 0.17 delta. That's kind of low. I would be even willing to pick it back up at $10. That's a 0.3 delta. That means I really want these shares. So right there, it has a market price of $45, and it has an implied volatility, the IV, at 63%. So it's above 50%. It meets my criteria. I really want these shares. It has a 0.3 delta, so I'm fine with that. And then it's oversold on the RSI, so it could end up recovering. So I could just collect the premium, or I could grab the shares. And it has a market price of $45. So if I was to enter this $10 strike price, let's look at what kind of percentage it would give me. So it would pay me out $45 in premium. I picked the $10 price strike point, so that would be $1,000. So that is multiply that out by 100. That is a 4.5% gain in a single month. I don't think you guys understand that's a 4.5% gain in a single month. If you multiply that out by 12 months, that's a 54% gain in a year. So that's if you really want those shares. Let's pick the $9 strike price because it might be a little bit more realistic. Okay, $20, and it's going to cost us $900. So $20 divided by 900. All right, multiply that out by 100. So that's 2.22% in a month. If you put the $9 strike price, multiply that out by 12 months. This is way more realistic, 26%. Now, if you guys don't know, if you look right here, I've been growing my account around like $1,000 per week for since this year started. Last year we did $47,000, and we was getting anywhere between 3, 4, sometimes 5% in a month. This year so far, we've been averaging close to 3 to 4% a month, and I've been growing my account by $1,000 per week so far this year of 2026. So in January we made $4,582. In February we made $2,644 so far. It's one more week in February, right? But yeah, this is the power of getting 3% a month, right? If you get 2 to 3% a month, you could grow your account very, very fast. So let me show you guys exactly what that would look like. Let's say we're starting off with AvePoint, right? We're going to just start off with $2,000 because we're looking at stocks that are $20 and below. So we're going to start off with $2,000, and we're making 26% a year. That was the 2.22% a month by 12 months. So 26% a year. I know it says daily, but just pretend it says year. So we're going to come over to do it for 30 years. I know 30 days, 30 years. And then we're going to continue to invest an extra $2,000 per year on our real strategy plays. And then we're going to hit calculate. If we scroll down, and this is kind of realistic, in 30 years, we can have around $12 million by the time we're ready to retire. And this was what we'll be bringing in per year in dividends. So, I mean, in premium. So the first year we'll be bringing in $1,000 in premium. By year 10, we'll be bringing in $22,000 in premium. And I'm about right here. I've been selling cover calls for a while. Started off with a bigger account than $2,000, but I'm around right here on $46,000. That's what I did last year. So hopefully this year I could bring in around $59,000 this year. And then I'm a few years away from finally hitting that first $100,000 a year in premium. But yeah, by the time I'm ready to retire, I'll have $11 million account, bringing in almost $2.4 million in premium. Now, I know a lot of people they're doing 6 figures a year in premium. I'm not there yet. They had a lot more money than me, right? But yeah, I'm around this area right here, and I'm hopefully in a couple of years I'll be in this area right here, or hopefully a few years down the line I could be bringing in $500,000 a year in premium. There are people doing it. I'm almost there. So that is the first stock, which is AvePoint, ticker symbol AVPT. That's worth around $10 right now at the recording of this video. So the second stock I'm going to look at, we're going to come back over to our screener. Let's hit the screener button and everything. So the second stock I'm going to look at, looking at the screener, is going to be ticker symbol Unity, right? So if we're looking at Unity, you guys can see that they're at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. They're oversold. They're at the bottom of the RSI. They're oversold, right? And they've been kind of recovering a little bit over the last couple of years. They had this big dip. But I do kind of see a support for Unity. Let's close this right quick. I do kind of see a support for Unity in this area right here. I see it as a slight support line right here. So if we could pick up Unity at anywhere in this price zone below $17 or below $18, it might be a decent entry on Unity. So let's pull up Unity, ticker symbol U, scroll down, Unity software, hit trade options, and we're going to go out to the end of March. We're going to be selling a put, and let's look for a 0.3 delta or any price point below $18, which was a support line. So we could pick the 16 right here. That would give us $23 in premium. In fact, no, the market price is $58 in premium. Now let's click on it. The market's closed, so I haven't updated. The market price is $58 in premium, and they have an implied volatility of 71%, which gives us a pretty good look. So if we was to do this on Unity, $58, and this one would cost us $1,600. So we bring in $58 divided by 1,600, multiply that out by 100. That's a 3.6. That is a 3.62% trade on Unity in a month. So not bad at all. That's pretty doggone good. All right, let's head back over to the chart and look at our next one using our scanner. Let's scroll all the way back up to the top and look at the one with the highest market cap, which of course is going to be SoFi. Now I did SoFi a little while ago. I had drew out a support line on SoFi. Let's close this. I kind of drew out a support line on SoFi right here. The last time they had a big high before they had a pullback was at this price point of around $18.50. So I see that as going to be a support level for SoFi. And if we could pick up SoFi a month out for under $18.50 down here, it could be a win for us, right? So let's take a quick look at SoFi. All right, here we're on SoFi. We're going to hit trade, and let's go out a month to the end of March and look for a point. Let's look for 0.16 again, right? So that's a 0.18. So let's look at this $16 strike price. That's below $18, $18.50, which was the last support that we said. This has a delta of 0.18, which is below 0.2, very safe. Has an IV of 72%, and it has a market price of $45. So $45 divided by 1,600 again, multiply that out by 100. That is a 2.8% trade on SoFi. If we look back at the chart, SoFi right now is at close to $19 at the recording of this video. And if we pick the strike price of $16, it would have to fall all the way from here to around $16 right here. But our break even would be a little lower than that. Our break even would kind of be like $15.50 because we got paid at premium. So I would not mind picking up SoFi all the way at $16 a month out from now, especially after it just got beat up this much. After the earnings call, they got beat up. So I do not mind picking up SoFi at a cheaper price. Now let's move over to the third one, which is going to be, let's look at the scanner right quick. I already know what it's going to be. It's going to be Snapchat. Now Snapchat is going to be the cheapest one on this list. Snapchat is at $5.14. So you only really need around $500 in your account, or maybe even $400 in your account. Now, the reason I like Snapchat is because of this last support line when I had a big pullback all the way back here. So we pull out this rectangle tool again. You can see that in this zone down here, it came to the zone of $4.90 or $5 once. It bounced and had a big run on up to the top, all the way from $5 all the way up to $74. Not saying that Snapchat is going to bounce that high again, but the last time it ever came this low down around like $4.80, it used it as a support, And I could see Snapchat using that $4.50 price point again as a support. So we'll look out a month at any price point below $4.50. So we're gonna look at Snapchat. We're gonna hit trade options, and let's go out a month to March 26th, selling a put at $4.50. That's what we said was the strike price. Has an IV of 63%, a delta of 0.21, and a market price of $13. So $13 divided by $4.50 or $450. That is 2.88% in a month, selling cash secure puts on Snapchat at a support level. And then the last one is going to be another risky play. Remember, the further you go down this list, the more risk it's going to take. And if we scroll down a little bit more, it's going to be this one down here, which is going to be this one down here at a market cap of $1.77 billion, which is going to be QUBT. So let's click on QUBT. This is a speculative play on quantum computing. I would not throw a lot of money into it, but you can generate some decent income running the wood strategy on QUBT and learn the wood strategy at a cheaper price. And if quantum computing do take off, I could definitely see this stock exploding. Right now, they're $7.90. The earnings is coming up on February 26th, but we're still gonna go out a month, and we could look for a 0.2 delta or below. So let's type in QUBT. Hit quantum computing, trade options. Let's go out a month. We're going to be selling a put. Let's look for a 0.2 delta. Let's take a look at the 6. That's 0.15. Let's look at the 6.5. Okay, that's a 0.21 delta. So we're looking at the $6.50. It has implied volatility of 104%, which is through the roof. And they have a market price of $36. So if we do $36 divided by $650, that is a that's why the implied volatility is so high. That is a 5.5% trade on QUBT. It's a lot riskier than the other stocks. It's a lot riskier than running the wood strategy on ETF, or a lot riskier than running the wood strategy on Apple or Google or anything like that. But this is a lot cheaper. These are some cheaper plays to get you in on the wood strategy. You guys can learn everything you need to learn over the next year or two, running it on smaller stocks until you're ready for bigger stocks. Or some of these stocks, if you're getting in at the right price, like a SoFi, you will be thanking yourself 5 or 10 years down the line if SoFi ever explode and you got in and picked up a couple of these shares at a discounted price. But yeah, dreamers, that is my top 5 stocks under $20 that you can run the wood strategy on today. Let me know which one is your favorite down in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. Comment, give me the loot down in the comment section. That let me know you're a real one. You made it to end this video. And don't forget to pick up your 60% off code on the Patreon. Spot's going to be remaining kind of small. So if you guys do want to join the Patreon, that link is going to be down in the pinned comment section and also inside of the description. But other than that, dreamers, I really appreciate you guys a lot. Let's take this financial journey seriously this year, 2026. I can't wait to see you guys at the end of the year. But other than that, dreamers, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.
This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. All investments are about risk. Do your own research. This is not licensed financial advisor. Any third party considered false and fair use commentary and analysis. Please consult with a licensed financial advisor or professional in your area before making investment decisions.